So the energy got cut off in a previous reading, and I feel like it was long enough. So I'm just gonna start a new reading, and the energy here is that basically to start off, this is your Tuesday reading, May 7th, but we're still kind of pulling on that meteor shower energy. This is Sun in Taurus. Okay, Saturn in Pisces. The energy here is continuing, is a continuation. Maybe this shower is still happening. But it's something about rebelling against a father, okay, and being a rebel. Okay, so there's this energy of the Pharaoh, which I spoke about in the last reading or previous reading, but I feel like it might have gotten cut off. So the Pharaoh raised Moses. He was adopted by the Pharaoh. Moses was adopted by the Pharaoh. And I just feel like these thoughts here are coming to the forefront. Like somebody is realizing that they were raised by somebody who is categorically against them. And so they're going to come off as a rebel. They're going to reject the way that they were raised. Like something's going on here. And you have 7 of Swords. Like someone is unhappy with their situation. And then 10 of Swords. But it's going to lead to someone's demise. Like someone rejecting the system here that they were raised to believe is true and factual. It's going to lead to a rebirth. That's what I'm getting. That energy is still here. Okay, look, but let's get into this Sun in Taurus. Like here is that someone pressured you to get up and fight, even though you might naturally love to relax and not have too much animosity towards anybody. And when you got up and fought, they fought back, and they might have sent you to your final resting place spiritually. But you're going to get back up. So let's clarify the 10 of Swords, because the 10 of Swords is actually the last card before the Ace of Swords. Right? Or is this the Page of Swords? So the next card will be the Page of Swords in this story is when you get back up and you're brand new. So someone knocked you down, maybe a family father, a father figure, or some type of authority figure knocked you down, tried to put you in your place. And they did put you in your place. And that place was basically a seed in the ground. And when you were buried, you started to finally lay your roots. All right, so I'm seeing, okay, abandoned chemistry. And then there's something here. Conflicted. So you could have felt like you were being abandoned. Like maybe you tried to talk to somebody and express what you're going through because you were under the impression that these people really care about your situation, but they don't. They're like, suck it up. Be strong. No one cares. Stop crying. And you were forced to do exactly that, precisely that. And now you're in this new space of not really caring too much about how other people feel. And that's like the last thing they wanted, because what they loved so much about you was your empathy. But you can't go on doing things for other people that's not happening for you. Like it's not fair. That's not the chemistry you're cultivating right now, of being conflicted, being abandoned and abused, being neglected, but you constantly help and love other people. So this is almost like Christ being crucified, going to hell, and rising back up as a phoenix. Well, they say when he comes back, he's going to be fire. It's fire and brimstone. And people are expecting him to come back and be that same person that was getting crucified. And it's just not the case. Following this journey and following this story, when you get knocked down and rise back up, you're not going to be the same person. Also, there's another interesting part about that story. When Christ rose, he said, "Don't touch me." Like, already I sensed an attitude. He was already different before he ascended to heaven. So I feel like when you rise back up, your thoughts are going to change. The swords represent thoughts. You have Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. You're not going to be that person that people feel like they can walk all over. They don't feel safe or comfortable trying to penetrate you in any way. Okay, they don't feel safe trying to get in your head and turn things around, manipulate you in any way. They know they're crossing boundaries. They're going to feel something about them get cut off. Okay, free spirited. It's like anything is possible now. Whereas before you might have limited your thoughts and control your thoughts so that they can feel safe. Like, oh, I would never do that. You're okay here. Even if you attack me, I would never raise a hand against you. This could be something going on like domestic disputes. Because I feel like whoever it was that was attacking you really doesn't have the strength to put you down and keep you there, because you're going to keep getting back up. But also I'm hearing walk away. Maybe that wasn't an option before and now it is. Walk away from this person. Also, somebody is being stressed out. Like, the fact that you're in energy is not okay. It's the environment right now clearly stressing you out. And to remain empathetic, to remain receptive, to remain vulnerable, and keep your heart open. I'm going to clarify that a little bit. Something about this open heart. That, like, somebody trying to follow you, they definitely can't go where you're going, because you've taken too many left turns for people to even understand what this process is about. Like, why, when you rise from the ashes, why are you so kind and nice still? Because now they were ready to worship the devil. But you're not the devil. You're not Satan. That's what I'm getting. And that's what's tearing them apart. There's that love. The love that's coming out of nowhere. They don't know where it's coming from. They don't know how to manipulate it and control it, take advantage of it. What's the other word? Like tainted, corrupted. Someone says, I had a crush on you from the very start. Okay. Somebody's trying to tap back into your energy. And they want to come off as being like, it was always you from the beginning. I loved you from the start. I always admired you. And they just want to like tap back into those old feelings, because it made them feel powerful back in the day. Because they see that you have an open heart, but they think they're talking to the devil. There's something going on here. These are people who watched you fall. They watched you get back up, and they see that you have this cloak of blood. You're covered by the blood, and they're ready to go on this massacre and kill all of your enemies. But what you're gonna do is love them, and they're gonna be hurt by that, and the fact that they were evil all along, and you're still not. They want to reach out to you. Let them contact you just to confirm and clarify what's going on here. But once they get a whiff of this love, this agape love, they're going to be sick to their stomach. I always knew there was something different about you. Yeah, like it's coming off like being kind of lustful, and they're still confused about who you are. Like they like you, but they don't realize who you are, so they like something that they're creating that they think is you. They like this fantasy. And that's okay. That's fine. It's time for them to see the truth of who you are. This could be a twin flame. Yeah, this could be a twin flame right here. That was mirroring you and thought that y'all shared the same exact feelings, but really they just copying you, and actually is the exact opposite, because you're not copying anyone. You're being yourself. They're not. And mirrors are a complete reversion of who you are. Okay, that's interesting. So this person that is saying they had a crush on you. Maybe you actually had a crush on them. Maybe pop up out of nowhere, realizing that you like them, and they're gonna pretend that they liked you because they might have been a popular person and they had their pick. They could pick who they wanted to be with, and they didn't choose you. They considered you to be a dork. And now that that this person has abandoned you and made it seem as though you guys don't have chemistry, you moved on. You might still have love in your heart for this person, but they never had love in their heart for you, and now it didn't just kind of sprout out of nowhere. Some people it may have, but I feel like there's this energy like they finally see somebody who maybe gives a crap about them, and now they want to get involved with you. Like they want to be a narcissist with you because they feel like would take it. It's like it's coming off like a curse, like they want to curse you, or they thought you were cursed. But this person is involved with some dark devilish energy. So you might even see this image of a person like, hey, you, like, aha. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like this smile is not loving at all. It's just like an opportunity. Like they're coming off like an opportunist. And this is not you at all. So this is a fake twin. Maybe you just recognize yourself in a lot of different people because you relate to humanity. Okay, I gotta close. You relate to humanity, but this person is not you. Yeah, I feel like this person is trying to be your higher self. Like you might have seen this person. This person is very shallow. Or they see you as being beautiful and they're like, yeah, both of us, we're both pretty. Let's be friends. But what they're trying to do is make you to be the person that takes all their punches and just kind of like drive a stake through your heart. They said I am hopeful that we will reunite again. So this person, they saw you had an open heart in the past, and they saw you rise back up, and they see that you went right back to your old ways of being loving and kind. And they feel like they can start back up again, being torturers. They said, I'm dreaming of having a future with you, because they realize that it's an option. Maybe you're still giving them an option to come back into your life. Because I feel like somebody with this card, like somebody doesn't want to go rogue. Like they don't want to turn into an evil villain. They still have feelings about that. Whereas this other person, they were okay with it. And then I got to close. So I'm just going to pull a couple cards here. Someone says shine. Okay, it says shine. Your light irritates their demons. So there has to be something very specific about this chemistry, this new chemistry that you're rising up with, like not being conflicted about who you are. positivity, not vulnerability necessarily. Just because your heart is open and you might look like anyone can come in and attack you, your love is going to engulf them. All right, there's a difference here. You're still that rising phoenix. It's okay to defend yourself. Yeah, so this is definitely the energy of the Meteor. These are some of the same cards I pulled for that reading. With Moses, again, like they might have rejected him when he went up to that mountain. When you go to yourself to reflect over situations, it's almost like he released his own enemies. And that's all I'll say with that. Stuck, no changes, limited. Like, I feel like not much is happening here and not much has changed. You might end up going through another situation that's going to cause you to change in some way. Like, this is a process that's just starting. Because, again, we're pulling from that coffin energy. I'll put the link to the reading here because this is definitely a continuation. Yeah, somebody's thirsty for clout and they see you as an opportunity to gain more clout. Says anything, does anything, stuff up. Yeah, and also like you being friends and them having a crush on you, I feel like it's definitely made up. And they're trying to tap into some vulnerability. They want you back. Okay, that's clear. So, okay, how far can I go with this? Because I want to pull some cards for their energy. Like, what do they have to say? Coming back into your life. When are they gonna approach you? Festive season. Oh, okay, so this is a season for people trying to hit on you, people trying to catcall you, and that's what's going to start happening again. Even though you had nothing to do with them all winter long, now all of a sudden they're acting like you are peas in a pod, and they're rushing in. They're coming in very quickly. So I'm just going to pull a few cards for what they have to say. Okay. I know I messed up everything. When they abandoned you in the past, they shushed you out in the past. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay, so if they pretend like nothing happened, you know that in reality, they are very aware of what they've done. They are very aware that they're gaslighting you. And they're saying, I want to be more than friends. I don't feel like you guys were friends in the past, really. I will wait for a sign from you. How much farther can we go? What's the sign that they're going to be waiting for? What's the sign that you're going to give them? Okay, and I'll just pull 3 cards for that. What's the sign? Believe in yourself and have courage to continue. The sign is you ignoring them. Continuing in being a loving person and not allowing them to shut you down. Or, you know, when they attack you, they want you to close your heart. That's their goal, to get you to be this evil villain with them. Feel your grief, but know that things will get better. So you might have loved this person in the past, and now that they're giving you some attention, it's like, okay, finally we can be together. But mourn the loss of them, mourn possibly the loss of that part of you that loved them, or, well, you still love them, but without conditions, or, you know, like allowed them to attack and abuse you. Mourn that person, the loss of that person, because now the whole world is at your fingertips. This love that you have is desired by everyone on the planet. Okay, you're connected to source. Everything you have worked for is coming together. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you definitely choose the world over one person abusing you.